This coronavirus pandemic has forced all of us to change the way we live and the way we work, and that is especially true when it comes to the 2020 race for the White House. News 5's John Kosick live now from his living room tonight instead of Milwaukee. That's where the Democratic National Convention was originally scheduled to get underway. Doesn't look like Milwaukee, John.
Yeah, it lacks the excitement for sure, Rob. This is a campaign right now that is playing out on television, it's playing out on social media, but not in person. And that lack of face-to-face has a lot of people in Ohio missing the old excitement. In previous presidential election years, by mid-July, the candidates had come to view Ohio as a home away from home, with the nominees stopping by, it seemed, every week.
Is there any truth to the rumor you're doing this to establish residency so you can vote here in November?
I tell you, I probably don't need to vote in Chicago as much as I do in Ohio.
That changed March 10th of this year, a week before the Ohio primary, when Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders canceled at the very last minute large rallies in Cleveland because of the coronavirus. It was seen at the time as a pause in the action, but it turned out to be the suspension of play.
Well, it's presented a lot of new challenges, most importantly that you can't do anything face-to-face. And so the biggest face-to-face event in a presidential campaign is the National Convention for both parties.
The Democratic National Convention was set for this week in Milwaukee, then moved to August 17th, but even that now will be a virtual event. Republicans, meanwhile, moved the RNC to Jacksonville when Charlotte wouldn't allow large indoor gatherings, but because of the spike in Florida cases, that too is in doubt.
This is a moving target, and really we're not going to know probably until maybe a few weeks before the actual event what's going to be happening.
And while there may not be a traditional event, Sutton believes both the Trump and Biden campaigns will focus in on Ohio after the conventions because the polls are close and we remain, by definition, a bellwether.
Because the constituencies we have within Ohio represent those constituencies in several other states in the Midwest that could swing either way. Quite frankly, if you concentrate in Ohio, be it Biden or Trump, you might have, in a sense, a state coattail effect where what happens in Ohio then carries 1, 2, 3 or more of those other states in the Midwest for your candidate.
Now, this is a 50-state race for sure, but there really is a healthy focus right now on 3, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Ohio wedged right in there. But those 3 states, President Trump won the White House by carrying 4 years ago by a combined total of 78,000 votes. Live in Shaker Heights, John Kosick, News 5.